Yo, what is good? What is good? This your boy RAP. I'm gonna bring y'all this SKOL report, man. You know what I'm saying? My boy SK got some things going on. So as y'all know, RAP is going to hold it down like a real one supposed to, man. Once again, you feel me? Um, we're gonna already shout out everybody that's gonna tap in. I just shared it on my community tab, so we're gonna wait and let some people get in here, man. But y'all make sure y'all comment, hit the like button, let me know y'all in the building. I'm solo tonight. It's going down. Y'all know how we get when we solo. Y'all know how we get. We all the way aggressive, like we on that. You feel me? We 9-2. You feel me? For one, we 9-2. It's a party. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can tell me nothing. All right. Nobody can tell me that. We've been going through year after year after year of being mediocre. Now we at the top. Leave us alone. You feel what I'm saying? Leave us alone. Let us be great. Let us be great. Shout out my SKOL Mafia, man. Shout out my SKOL bro, man. Shout out my SKOL bro. I knew he was going to tap in with the boy tonight, man. Y'all let me know y'all in the building, man. I see 4 people in the building. Y'all make sure that like button. Hit the share button if you're on Facebook. Hit the share button. My boy Knowledge in the building, man. What's happening, Knowledge? Appreciate you, my guy, man. Hope everything good with the family. I know you said you was expecting something, man. Hopefully everything is good, man. Be blessed. You feel me? David, man, my boy David in the building. Appreciate you tapping in with me tonight. We're gonna do a quick show, man. We're just gonna talk about how, unfortunately, tomorrow we have to rock with the Packers, man. Don't kill me, bro. We got to rock with the Packers tomorrow. It is what it is. It's a good thing because they aren't a threat to us. They trash as hell, but we need them to win tomorrow. We need them to beat the Eagles. Jim, what's happening, man? Appreciate you tapping in tonight, man. Appreciate you tapping in with me tonight. But we need the Packers to beat the Eagles, man. You know, I feel that, and this is why, man. This is why. You feel me? I think Dallas Cowboys are going to give the Eagles another loss. If we can just handle business, it's going to get sticky next week. It's going to get sticky next week, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get sticky next week. If we can handle business, Green Bay beats the Eagles this week, tomorrow, beats them. And then Dallas can beat them next week. It's going down. We might get the number 1 seed by tomorrow. You feel me? We might get the number. Man, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday to SKOL Mafia's daughter, McKenna, man. She turned 6 today, man. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday, man. You know, Knowledge saying it's a girl, man. Welcome to the club, man. And SKOL Mafia, man. Y'all welcome to the club. You know, I got 3 girls, man. That's all I make is girls. You feel me? We got queens out here, man. We gotta make sure we looking over them, though, man. That's what really turned me into a real father, man. Looking out for girls. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep them on track. You feel me? But appreciate y'all, man. That's good news to hear. But look, this is the thing, man. We know Aaron Rodgers can play when he wants to play, and we need him to play. We need him to play tomorrow. Tomorrow need to be the day that he plays, man. After that, I can give a damn what go on. Just play good tomorrow. Be trash the rest of the week. We just need you to play good tomorrow. Do what you did to Dallas. Maybe he's the NFC East Slayer. Maybe that's what's happening this year. All right. Maybe that's what's happening this year. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. But let's talk about this, man. Y'all want to drop down some comments. Tell me how we feeling. Being 9-2, we sitting at the top of the NFC North. That's a fact. Nobody is stopping us from winning the NFC North. Nobody. We would have to literally lose every single game from here on out. That's not happening. Thursday's game on Thanksgiving proved that we have a really good head coach, man. Now, defensive coordinator, some people are on the side where they're saying, I had some people come at me saying, well, you know, you tripping about Ed Donatel. He isn't as bad as it seems. We're winning. We're making stuff. Listen, I digress. I think that Ed Donatel is the weakest link on our team. He's the weakest link on our team, man. You know what I'm saying? You can call it what you want. I'm calling it how it is. He's the weakest link on our team. But we got to keep him. All right. We got to keep him. Jim Bowman, the kicker. Yes. Greg Joseph has to go, man. Greg Joseph has to go. I'm glad you say that, Jim. Look, Greg Joseph will be, and SKOL Mafia, like, I'm gonna get to that, SKOL Mafia. I'm gonna get to the defense, because we definitely got to get to that, because I said that in my video, man. But look at this. This is the thing with Greg Joseph. You have one fucking job, bro. One. All right. You don't got to block. You don't have to learn the playbook. You don't have to do nothing. All you have to do is go out there and kick a field goal, man. Now, if it's 50 plus yards and you on the left half, the right, you getting moved around, I can see, bro, it's not the easiest job in the world, you know, because you got pressure and, you know, things happen. But an extra point, you should only be allowed to miss 1 to 2 extra points a year. I'm going to put it at 1. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to put it at 1. I couldn't have been the head coach, because once you miss 1, you out of there. You are out of there, dog. We cannot have you costing us. We are playing too good of football right now to where when we get in the playoffs and we got to lean on Greg Joseph to hit a game winner, my heart is going to be pumping. I hate that feeling, bro. I hate that feeling. And I know the real fans in the building, I know y'all know the feeling I'm talking about. When the game's on the line and Greg Joseph goes out, you almost don't even want to watch the TV. You're like closing your eyes and shit. Like, it's like, dog, I don't want to feel like that. You know, I want to feel like my kicker can make a field goal, man. This dude is costing us too many points. Too many points, too often. He's missing an extra point per game. So, you know, that's another story. We'll see how he plays next week against the Jets. Hopefully he can be perfect, man. You know, you need to bring in some competition. Bring in some competition, man. What's going on? So that kid, man. So that kid in the building. We got Super Will in the building, man. Appreciate you, Super Will, tapping in. And Sodak, man, that's my boy. All right, man. Listen, SKOL Mafia. Perfect, right? So I said this. I said that the defense is going to be the death of us. The defense will be, listen, that bullshit that we're running is not going to work in the playoffs, dog. It's not, dog. I'm sorry, but it's not. You know, a team like I didn't think that the Patriots were a good team to start with anyways. Like, yeah, they were 6-4 and, you know, Bill Belichick trying to get them. But to me, I felt like they're very beatable and they're not as good as what the hell people think they are. So I expected to win this game by a lot. I expected to win. I wanted to win this game by 2 touchdowns. Now, my prediction was 28-20, but I still expected us to win by a lot more. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, if we get into the playoffs playing that shell shit, dog, like I mean, that shit ain't gonna work, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, dog. That's something gotta change, man. And this is the crazy part. It just baffles me that after the games, like say today or say yesterday, Friday, or let's just say they're gonna go in on Monday and watch the film of the game, right? And it's hard to believe that you can look at that game and see that when you started making adjustments and started bringing Harrison Smith up to the line of scrimmage and you started doing some disguises and some blitz packages, we started making them have 3 and out. We started stopping them. How can you watch film like that and then go into the following week and run the same bullshit at the beginning of the game that keeps letting teams just go down the field in 3 plays? I mean, literally, bro, like 3 to 4 plays, these teams are going down the field and getting into field goal range or just getting into the red zone. I mean, we can't do that, man. That shit got to stop, dog. That shit got to stop. I'm going to just keep it 100. That shit got to stop, and it need to stop now. Shout out Jason, man, from Destin, Florida, man. Shout out you tapping in with us. Shout out you tapping in with us, man. You know, the extra points, hey, even extra points, we hold in our breath, dog, like that. And that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be like that, man. You know, it shouldn't be like that. You know, we never had luck with kickers for real, Dave. I ain't gonna lie, man. For some reason, we struggle with the kickers. I was high on Greg Joseph going into this season. I said, you know, because I still believe that coaching does make a difference with a kicker, but it's hard for me when you have one job, though. You know, when you have one job, you know what I mean? Like now, when you're talking about like when we're hard on like when we're hard on, like, let's say Garrett Bradbury and shit, right? He has multiple jobs that he has to accomplish, at once. Okay. When the ball snap, get up, guard your guy, block your guy, all of that. That's understandable that he can't get all of it perfect. Right. But when you're a kicker, you have absolutely your job is to kick the ball. All right. That's it. That's it. You don't got to you don't even have to come to film study, dog. Like, seriously, while we're in film study, you need to be out there kicking field goal after field goal after field goal. That shit should be like blinking for you, dog. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, get better. I know misses are going to happen, man. I'm realistic. Misses are going to happen, but you're missing once a game. We can't have that. We can't have that, man. That there is unacceptable, man. Not being a 9-2 football team. Being a 9-2 football team, we need a better kicker. Hopefully he can bounce back, though, because I like Greg Joseph as a person. I think he's a good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him lose his job. I know when he misses a kick, he feels really bad. The team picks him up, man. Honestly, but I also don't want to wait into the playoffs and we lose by a field goal. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad, dog. Yeah, we need Pat McAfee, man, for sure, man. Put Pat McAfee in, man. We need to go comment under Pat McAfee show, man. Tell him come on to the Vikings, man. Fuck it. He rocked with us too. He's one of the I would consider him like main media. Like, he's low-key underground, but he's main media too, because the boy got a fan base like a motherfucker. So, like, he rocked with us, man. He definitely rocked with us. Nasir, man. What's up, Nasir? Appreciate you tapping in with us tonight. We got Tracy. Appreciate Tracy tapping in. SKOL, baby. Let's go. Let's go, man. Yeah, Pat was a punter, though, but still, man, we teach him how to kick shit. Fuck it. Nah, but you know who's available, though? Y'all remember Blankenship? He played for the Colts and he would wear like the goggles and shit. I don't know what happened. I think he just went in a slump or something with the Colts, because I remember him being pretty good for like 2 years or at least a season with the Colts. But he's not on anybody's team, and it's kind of like, I wonder why. You know what I mean? Like, maybe just bring him in, because sometimes you have these kickers where they sit out a year, they were really, really good. They go through a slump, you know what I mean? And then they come back and shit, they get back on their stuff, man. And, I just think he needs competition in general. I don't care, man. Bring Joe Smo in this motherfucker that know how to kick. I don't care. He needs to know that, listen, there's a guy behind you that if you keep playing, like, you will not have a job. Like, at least have that. Some people will say that's bad juju because it puts pressure on the kicker. No, it don't. You get paid $1 million a year to kick a football. No, it don't. What's a little bit of pressure? I do not feel bad for him, dog. I don't. Not for having competition. No, I don't. That is your job. That is your profession. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen, man. I seen y'all earlier saying Mac Jones is a good quarterback and all. I'm not on that train, bro. I think Mac Jones is average. I think he can possibly be good. We just made him look good. We made him look good. That's the problem. He ain't do that shit to no other team except for us and Ed Donatell's defense. He ain't do that shit to nobody. Now, mind you, did y'all see when they showed Mac Jones stats for the season? What? Mac Jones is hot garbage. You feel me? Now, listen. Mind you, he did that against us because we had things playing against us. First of all, we don't have our starting cornerbacks. Okay, that's the first thing. First, Cam Dancer's out, Caleb Evans is out. We have some injuries. So that helped them out a little bit. On top of Ed Donatell saying, "Please, Mac Jones, make us look like shit tonight." But yet we pulled back and won, though. So we happy about that. You feel me? Like I say, it's hard, man. Like, you want to be super happy that we're 9-2, but you just know as the season is progressing and the teams are I'm not going to say our scheduled teams are getting better. I think we made it through the hard patch of our schedule now. Okay. I know people think that the Jets are good because they're playing. The Jets are just like the Lions. They're the fucking Jets. Okay. They have a couple good guys on defense that are rookies and this, that, and the third, but we should be able to beat the Jets. All right. We are better, more superior franchise than the Jets. We should go. If we do what we're supposed to do, the Jets are not beating us. The Jets are not. Zach Wilson, whatever, Mike White, Joe Flacco, I don't care who they playing at quarterback. Their team is not better than us, bro. That's a fact. It's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about them. We should be able to handle business next Sunday, man. I don't care, man. And we're going to be healthy. Hopefully, Darisaul's back. I know Caleb Evans definitely going to be back because this is a good break we got right here. Darisaul, I don't know, man. Darisaul, it might be one of those things where it's like he was on concussion protocol, put him back in, got a concussion again. Maybe they'll hold him out again. I don't know. Darisaul's up in the air, man. But, I mean, as far as the Caleb Evans, he's coming back, and I feel way better with him back. It's crazy that he's a rookie, but it feels like we're getting a starter back, don't it? Like if a Caleb Evans comes back, doesn't it feel like we're getting a starter back? Because my thing is this. People are mad at me about the Andrew Booth take. I don't care if you're mad. Andrew Booth is not good right now. Can he be good? Absolutely. There's a possibility. But a Caleb Evans showed us that he's good right now. He's ready right now. We don't have to wait. We don't have to experiment. And there's no time to experiment, man. That's all I'm trying to say. We're on week 12, man. About to be on week 13. You experiment in the preseason, maybe the first couple weeks of the season. You trying to find yourself. But once you're in the thick of things, we need to be winning. There's no need to put no experiment out there. We experimented with him. You feel me? We experimented with, and we found out really quick that he's not ready. So don't put him back out there, man. Don't put him back out there. It's crazy, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't put him back out there, man. That's a fact. Man, what's happening? Man, what's happening? Motherfuckers getting used like a real telephone booth. Word. Hey, what's happening, Doogie? What's happening with you, man? Appreciate you tapping in with our SKOL family. We need the Giants and Packers to beat the Eagles bad. Yeah, I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but for some reason, I just feel like the Packers are going to win tomorrow night, bro. I just feel like the Packers are going to win. For some reason, it's Sunday night, and the Eagles struggled their last week, man. I think they've been exposed. And I'm gonna tell you what, the Packers with their running game, the way they've been getting, Jones and Dillon to dominate teams on that ground, that is going to be the Achilles heel for the Eagles. You feel me? And you saw what the Commanders did to the Eagles, exactly that, right? And I think that the Packers, they have the two-headed monster to blow that shit out the water. If they use their running backs right, they will beat the Eagles tomorrow. They will beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a fact. And we need that to happen, man. As much as it hurts me to my fucking stomach to root for the Packers tomorrow, we got to do it, man. Sorry, Vikings fans. We got to do it. And the only reason why we're doing it because we smashed them so bad and we have such a big lead on them that they know they are absolutely not winning the division. So it don't matter. We can root for them with open arms. All right. We can say, hey, Packers fans, we're on your team this week. You feel me? Because y'all are way beneath us. So y'all are absolutely no threat to us at all. You feel me? So I feel okay rooting for them under those circumstances. Now, if they were on our tails, then obviously it would be a different story. We would just have to pick our poison. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Colton, man? Appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, man, I'm rocking solo tonight. My boy SK usually be rocking with me, man, but he got some shit going on. So, hey, RAP gonna come kick it with the peoples, man. I'm gonna come kick it with the peoples for a little bit. I ain't gonna be on here forever, but I like talking shit by myself too. I ain't gonna cap. Y'all know I talk a lot. Hey, for the ones who be on the purple bar, y'all know I be cutting Dave off every fucking 5 minutes. Every time he try to talk, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm built to go by myself. I ain't gonna cap to you. I think I'm built to go by myself. I talk like a motherfucker. And I really don't talk in real life. That's the crazy part. Let's see. Vikings are going to make a backup quarterback look good for the Jets. Don't say that, Jim, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that, Jim. Hey, and Sam, I don't know. What's up, Sam? Appreciate you tapping in. I don't know if the Packers are at home. No, I think that it's in Philly because Philly's wearing their all black uniforms. They're busting out their black helmets and all that. So yeah, they're busting out their black helmets and shit. So I know they're definitely a away game. But I mean, shit. I don't think it matters too much, man. I mean, it plays some kind of part because yes, Philly does have a good, home crowd advantage. Their crowd's rowdy, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just think the running, when you can run the ball, you can beat the Eagles. And we need to understand this. Okay. When we play the Eagles again, if we have to play them again, we need to get the ground game. For some reason, it seems like we struggle as Vikings to get our ground game going. And even in the Dallas game, the first couple runs were amazing from Dalvin Cook. And what did Kevin O'Connell do? He went away from it right away. And I don't understand that, man. Run the damn ball, okay? There's certain games where you have to run the damn ball, man. I mean, it just is what it is, dog. And there's certain teams where if you run the damn ball, you will win, okay? I know you want to be like fucking Sean McVay and run the Rams offense where you're throwing all over the field. And yes, we have the quarterback to do that. I truly believe we have the quarterback to do that, man. I truly believe Kirk Cousins can sit back there with protection and throw all fucking game. And we seen it. We seen it on Thursday, man. He was on point. Tyler, man, what's up, Tyler? Shit, it's up to you, bro. If you want to jump on, you can jump on. Shit, you give me the word. You give me the word, bro. I'll send you the email. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that. I'll put it in the hold on, let me see something real quick. Y'all hold up real quick, man. Let me do this real quick, kid. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we definitely 9-2 though. I know that. I know we 9-2. That's a fact. Let me see something real quick. I ain't tripping on nothing because we 9-2. Don't it feel good, Vikings fan? When have we been here? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I feel good in a motherfucker being 9-2. I'm talking all type of shit. And we play the Jets now. Like, come on, man. We should beat the Jets. Please, Vikings, don't play down. It seems like this year, like, we haven't been doing that normal Vikings thing where we're, like, playing down to our competition. It seems like we're like, okay, we just going to try to ball every game. Now, mind you, the games are close, okay? The games are close, but shit, at least we're playing. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Send this to all right, facts. All right. I just sent it to you, Tyler, if you want to hop on. Yeah, 2009, man. 2009 for sure. Kicker and defense coordinator need to go. Hey, knowledge, we on the same stilo, bro. Like, we on the same stilo, man. There is some things that have to be changed. You feel me? 2017 was one of my favorite seasons, though, man. For real, super well. 2017 was definitely one of my favorite seasons to watch as a Vikings fan. I mean, the way that thing played out from, fucking Case Keenum having to come in as a backup and then just turns into the guy that just takes us all the way to the NFC Championship game was amazing, bro. It was amazing the way that shit played out. That was one of my favorite seasons as a Vikings fan. Hold on, man. I'm adding my boy Tyler in the building, man. Yo. What's good? Hold on. Let me make sure I can hear you. Can I hear you? Talk. Let me hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I got you.
Hear me?
Yep, let's get it. Let's get it. What's up, man?
It has been a minute. It has been a hot minute. I'm back. TPC family, I promise you. I'm not avoiding you. A lot has been going on in my life, as you can see. I'm wifed
Congratulations,
up now.
Man. Y'all congratulate him in the chat, man. He tied down now, man.
I'm tied down. But first off, married to my wife, Rebecca. Love you. And then second, I'm married to this team, the Vikings, man. Life's been good. It doesn't feel like it was 4 weeks ago between the wedding, the honeymoon, and work. It's just been nonstop grind mode for me. So saw that you were live and got home and said, man, I need to get on a show. Can't let my boy Rap go solo. So
appreciate
let's chop it up for a good 10, 15 minutes. Talk Vikings. What you want to talk?
Yeah, man, I got to ask you, Tyler, because we haven't, the people haven't really seen you in a while, like rightfully so, because you've been doing a lot more important things, Like I said, I'm a married man. I know how that goes, man. It takes
Vikings football will always take a slice of my life. And honestly, my wife's too. She's not a big pro football fan. So when she met me and then kind of, saw this around her, she realized how big not only the Vikings but sports are in my life, and which is instilled from family. So she's a Vikings fan by marriage. That's why I tell people she married into a Vikings family, and so that's good. She rocks her jersey on game day, and I love it. I love it. So
there we go.
Anyway,
there we
I'm
go.
on a tangent.
But I gotta ask you, Tyler, man, because like I was saying, we haven't talked in a while. How did you feel about that Justin Jefferson catch? And chat, let us go back a little bit. I'm gonna ask Tyler a couple things because we haven't talked to him in a while since these events have happened,
right.
And I'm sure he knows all about them, of course, right? But how did you feel after you seen that catch, man?
Yeah. So the funny thing is, Vikings Bills game, I was actually at work, and a lot of the times when I'm at work on a Sunday, it's a lot of work-related questions. And I got a lot of family and friends just text me back and forth like, are you mad? Are you happy? Are you mad? Are you happy? And I'm like, what is going on? Only to find out that it was like arguably like the best Vikings game of all time, apparently, that I had missed. Listen, Justin Jefferson is the best. Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the National Football League. I don't know if you can argue any other receiver right now differently. I mean, Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the National Football League, and no other wide receiver in my mind is going to make that catch other than JJ, number 18, on 4th and 18. That's my guy right there. Yeah, I mean, that game was insane. I mean, you talk about being down to your last breath in the goal line against a team that, in my mind, has an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl this year in Buffalo, and you ride those highs, and then, a week later you ride those lows too. I honestly think the Dallas game was a blessing in disguise for this team to get kicked in the teeth, riding the highs off of a huge win. And then they bounce back against a very, very solid New England team, very, very solid New England team on Thanksgiving. So things are good, 9-2. Life's good. There's actually a scenario this weekend where the Vikings, I think, can clinch the NFC North, which is crazy to think about because we're not even at Christmas time. We're already talking about clinching a division.
Well, it's hard because, I mean, that would mean the Packers losing. I know for sure. I want but it's hard this week, man. I'm telling the chat, we have to pull as hard as it is, right? As much as it fucking makes me sick. I feel like we have to say,
I know where you're going with this.
We want the Packers to win, man.
No, I want so here's the thing about that. Everybody wants the number 1 seed, right? Everybody wants that bye week. I think the bye week hurts you, especially if you're the only team. And some people may disagree, and that's fine. I think if you're the Vikings right now, you sit back. If the Packers lose, honestly, I'm good with it. It's going to help you gain another game in the division that already seems
because either way, we're going to get a home playoff game, right? Regardless.
Right. But I think that 2 seed's where you really want to be because you're going to have to play in the wild card round, which some people may be like, I don't want to deal with having to play a team like Dallas or San Francisco. In the opening week. But my thing is, if you're going to be a playoff team that makes a deep playoff run, you embrace that competition. Come on back. If you're Dallas, come on back. Let's run it back. I really think there's a lot of value added being a professional football team, a well-coached and a well-prepared professional football team having that film. So I encourage and I embrace Dallas and Minnesota meeting again, just because you're going to have 4 quarters worth of film to see what they run, how they scheme things. Now, granted, Dallas is no joke. We saw that. But I think if you're Minnesota, that number 2 spot, you play wild card weekend so you stay fresh. And then on top of that, if for some reason your number 1 seed, aka potentially Philadelphia, loses, you're not coasting. You are pretty much playing for home playoff games every weekend up until Arizona. So me personally, I'm rooting for Philadelphia this weekend. I think we really just need to get the division out of the way. And then you have to think about longevity and health, right? Talk about guys like Zadarius Smith, pretty much playing hurt. He's been playing hurt for the last 3 weeks or so. Think about guys like Cam Dantzler, hasn't gotten back.
I can't wait till Cam gets back.
Right. I mean, when you talk about guys like Duke Shelley is him. He got a little dog in him.
He do got
A guy like Cam and P2 are just going to bring him along. You got to remember, Duke Shelley hasn't been on the active roster for a month. I think he was on the practice squad, 3 or 4 weeks ago. So, but really for me, I think the number 2 spot is where the Vikings need to stay. Now, granted, they got to do things on their own end, right, to carry themselves there, the 2 spot. But 9-2 going into Sunday football, Vikings fans get to sit back, sip a little something. We all good. We handled our own.
Yeah, man. I agree with you to a certain extent. I don't know. For some reason, this would be one reason why I want the number 1 seed. Is because, first of all, I just think Kevin O'Connell is really big on getting a team ready after a break. I just feel confident in that. Just coming off of the bye week and stuff this year, and then obviously week 1, how we dominated the Packers. It just makes me feel like Kevin O'Connell can get a team ready when he has an extended break, that he can get them prepared for a game. But I mean, I'm with you too, though. I do embrace the fact that let's go ahead, and because I feel like Dallas is in our cards. I don't know why. I just feel like that is going to be the first game we play in the playoffs. It's going to be Minnesota versus the Cowboys. I can just see it happening, man. And I do embrace that. I do want to run that back, but I do also worry that their pass rush is so lethal, man, that it's going to be tough, and it is going to show. We're going to have to prove some things out there and run the damn ball a little bit more if we play that team again, man, because
talking about the Dallas game, Rap, I mean, I think we got away from the run too quickly. And now part of that's due to the fact that Minnesota got down multiple scores early on in the first half. And, even for a young head coach, that's going to take you out of your mindset, out of playing football on your own terms, is what a lot of the football savants like to say. And I think the Vikings play their best football when they play it on their own terms, controlling the run, and then Kirk essentially throwing intermediate to deep passes when he has a clean pocket. So the Vikings have shown, I think, through 10 games or 11 games this year that they are a Super Bowl threat. But everything has to work in their favor. And if it doesn't, they have to overcome the adversity to make it work in their favor, i.e. the Buffalo Bills game. And so I think they've got all the tools in their tool belt to do it. And I think the Dallas game exposed what they're weak at. They're weak up front without Dalvin Tomlinson there in the middle to stuff the run. Harrison Phillips has done a good job stepping into that role. But outside of that, it's tough. They're very, very old at linebacker. Jordan Hicks is a shell of what he was 4 years ago. Patrick Peterson, out of all this kind of old timers group, if you want to say, has been the by far most effective. And then, of course, not having Lewis Seen as much as he was more of a special teams guy. I think now would probably be the time where if Lewis Seen was healthy, he'd be getting more snaps over Cam Bynum, just getting used to the defense. Not having him is tough.
I'm glad you say that name, man. Cam Bynum is disappointing me a little bit, man. He shows up, like he always has like one good play a game though, but the other 60 plays are questionable. It's like he has one good play a game where he flashes, but yes, I do feel like he's probably one of the weaker links, or I absolutely know he's one of the weaker links on our defense. And I like Josh Metellus. Why isn't Josh out there?
Who knows? Maybe he's not getting good reps in practice, and maybe they're shy of giving him the game time reps. But the thing about it is Harrison Smith is on the wrong side of 30, and no right mind in the Vikings organization is going to extend him another contract. In my opinion, I think Harry tries to live out this contract, and if he wants to play for a Super Bowl elsewhere, he'll go there. But other than that, I think he wants to remain a Viking. But at the end of the day, I think the most important thing for this Vikings team in general is they had a bad loss. It was at home, and they got that sour taste out of their mouth by beating New England. And the big thing is going to be, can you do the same thing against the Jets?
I think so, man. So how you feeling about the Jets? Let's get into that, because I know we probably won't talk to you beforehand, or maybe we will, man. Maybe you'll be able to hop on with us next week sometime, man.
Yeah, man, I hope so. How do I feel about the Jets? So the Jets right now are kind of in a state of flux in their own in their own realm, right? The Zach
Right.
Wilson comments that I read about,
Yeah.
you know, it's on the defense. It's not on me,
Yeah.
this, that, or the other, whatever. I love Robert Saleh. I think he is a great football mind. I love the hire. The Jets defense is nothing to the Jets defense is very similar to New England, and they just battled each other last week, and it
Right.
went down to a punt return for a touchdown. So I think you expect that kind of game. I think you expect the same thing. I think the Jets have a bit better of a cornerback group, especially with Ahmad Sauce Gardner. It's my
Yes.
guy. He got
Yeah.
all the sauce, and
He
he's
does.
probably going to line up with JJ. He's going to want the big dog. I like the Vikings at home. I think the Vikings are the better overall team right now.
Absolutely.
And every week the Vikings are just going to have to worry about going 1-0. And
Yeah.
I think this is an important time for Kevin O'Connell to preach his culture. Being 9-2, being well ahead of the game. I mean, the Vikings could be the first team to clinch a division, even before we have to worry about games like at Detroit, at Chicago, where they don't play well, and then in Green Bay. You can put all those worries behind you and preach culture for the last quarter of the season. And I think that's incredibly important. I think O'Connell needs to, like I said, preach his culture, preach his balance. This is all about purpose. This is all about team, being at your best when the best is required. I love that saying by O'Connell. And just focus on going 1-0 every week. I think this team could get to 13 wins if they play their cards right. And even at the same time, get to 13 wins. And then that last regular season game, I believe, at Chicago, all your starters are nothing but sweatshirts and sweatpants getting ready for the playoffs. That's where I
So
think
let me ask you this. How do you feel about Ed Donatel, Tyler, man? What's up? Because we got a comment here saying got to tighten up on the D, giving up 20 points.
Yep, I
mean,
saw that.
Do you feel like he's our weak link, man?
Well, I think Kevin O'Connell was trying to play it safe when hiring his staff, especially at Donatel. He's been a coordinator on 4 different organizations. Adapts a 3-4 defense with 4-3 personnel in my mind. I think Daniil Hunter is a better defensive end than he is a standing linebacker. Just my opinion. I don't like the zone coverage shell. I think it points out too many flaws that the defensive scheme has. But at the same time, go back to what I just said. He runs a 3-4 scheme with 4-3 personnel. Right. I think you need to find the right personnel to fit the unit much better. And right now, the defense is the older team, and they're all aging. They're all old. So I think way down the road, hopefully, fingers crossed, when we have this discussion about offseason and what's needed, we're going to talk about certain guys, maybe not necessarily being on this team next year, both for salary cap and personnel reasons. And I really think it points to what you need in the draft.
Yeah.
You need another interior defensive lineman. You probably need another outside linebacker, edge rusher. You probably need another linebacker, and you probably need a free safety, depending on what Lewisine does. Not to mention Cam Dantzler probably staying, Patrick Peterson,
Asamoah. I mean, we can hope that Asamoah, because he would fit perfect. Like that play, I think that play that happened on Hicks down the sideline with Tony Pollard. Now, mind you, Tony Pollard's very elusive, very quick, and obviously Hicks is not going to keep up with that, and we know that for sure. Yeah. But I think Asamoah might have defended that play a little bit better.
I love Brian Asamoah's energy on special teams.
Yeah,
but there's sort of a red flag as to why he's not getting defensive snaps.
Yeah, that's true.
At this point, if you're a rookie on a team like this, especially defensively where pieces are needed and you're not getting snaps, there's a reason.
Yeah.
And that's not a reason that you and I or SK or probably anybody outside of Rick probably would really know. But I just, like I said, I point to all the pieces that we need defensively in this 3-4 scheme. So I don't want to throw it all at Ed Donatel, especially right now, because he was given this personnel and he's been injured on defense. I mean, like I said, Zadarius Smith's been playing hurt for weeks, and Dantzler's been out, and Patrick Peterson's had to take over a majority of the primary coverage spots, but overall, I think we got to give him. I think we got to give him a mulligan to a certain extent. I mean, I'm all for calling him Ed Donashell and everything else that Vikings Twitter likes to blow him up as, but I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how these last few weeks shake out. But I got to hop off.
Yeah, so, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you tapping in and talking some purple for a minute, man.
I appreciate you, man. Seeing my comment, I just wanted to jump in. Love all of my fellow purple people eaters watching on TPC. Stick around right here for the best Vikings content around.
Facts.
My boy Rap's going to take you the rest of the way. We got the code. Sir. You know I'm out. Peace.
All right, family. All right. Yeah, man. Shout out Tyler, man. Congratulations to Tyler, too. Getting married now, man. Married man. Great dude, man. A great man. That's a man right there. And he be on the purple code a lot, man. He's put in a lot of work to get this page where it needed to be, you know, and we'll definitely see him a lot more soon. So y'all give it up for my boy Tyler, man. That's my boy. But you know, like he was saying too. Let's talk about a couple points that Tyler was making. Okay. Asamoah not getting any starts. I don't know. I see. This is the thing. I don't know if I can say that because he isn't getting any defensive snaps right now, does that mean he's not better than Hicks? I actually like Hicks though, and I think it's the veteran. I think it's Kevin O'Connell, Ed Donatello, and I could be wrong. This is just my opinion. Okay. But I think they actually like the fact of having veterans out on the field rather than throwing the young guys out there, especially at the linebacker position, because we have Eric Kendricks and they have a bond. All right. Hicks and Kendricks have a bond where they can play together, communicate. The communication is a big key. Now, Hicks, I mean, he's not the fastest guy in the world, but he does. I believe he leads the team in tackles, though, if I'm not mistaken. I know he's a tackling machine, and he comes through when he comes through. He comes through when he comes through. I know there's a lot of fans that are down on Hicks, but we've seen some busted plays. Like, come on, dog. We know that he's not guarding Tony Pollard down the sideline. Okay, that's just common fucking sense. Okay, Tony Pollard would have burned Andrew Booth Jr. like that down the sideline. That dude is fast as shit, and you should have had safety help over there. You should have. There's no reason why you have a linebacker like Hicks trying to guard that. That's going to get exposed 10 out of 10 times. Not even 9 out of 10 or 8 out of every single time. They could have ran that play. If we ran that defense, the Dallas Cowboys could have ran that play every single time, and they would have converted it. But the thing is this. I like Asamoah. All right, I'm going to get to this. I like Asamoah. I think Asamoah can be a spark, and I think next year we'll really be able to see if he is what he is, because I think he is, man. In the preseason, he's made a couple good plays. If I'm not mistaken, he played a couple snaps at the beginning of the season, made a couple good stops, you know, but I do like the fact that Hicks is the starter. Just because I feel a little more confident having Hicks in there because of the veterans, you know, because of being the veteran. We focus on this one play that happened at Dallas, and there's a lot of things we can pull from the Dallas game that we can say, hey, this guy isn't that good no more. This guy isn't that good no more. I mean, the whole team looked like shit, man. If we judge the Vikings off of the Dallas game, Kirk Cousins needs to get traded. Dalvin Cook, probably the only guy that stays on the team, and everybody else got to fucking go. You feel me? The coach and all, throw the whole thing away. But, you know, we just got exposed, but Tyler made a great point. Tyler said we needed that game to get kicked in the mouth the way we did. Now, losing the way we did, that's unacceptable. I don't care. It's one thing to lose. It's another thing to get fucking dragged up and down the field, back and forth. Okay? It's just one of those things, man, where it's like, come on, dog. It's one thing to lose. It's one thing to get fucking dragged. Okay. We got dragged, embarrassed at home in front of our people. Fans that pay good money to go and watch these football games had to sit and watch that. I would be asking the Vikings to reimburse my money, dog. Like, seriously, I would call and complain and say that the seat hurt my ass watching the game. I need a refund. My hip is displaced now. I'm getting my money back. Nah, I ain't that type of guy. But nah, for real though, man. It's just embarrassing. But we needed that though. And I think it played a benefit because the last time we got kicked in the mouth, what happened? We came back and we won 7 games in a row. Don't forget that. We got kicked in the mouth and then we came back and won 7 fucking games in a row. To me, come on, man. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, man. Real quick while y'all in here, man, let's give a shout out to our sponsors, man. We got Rinaldi's Pizza and Pasta. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in with them if y'all are in the Minnesota area. They got good pizza, good pasta, and damn it, if Justin Day from the Purple and Gold for Days, that's also on the Purple Code, he goes in for their cheese bread. So if you're a fan of that, man, y'all make sure y'all go check on Woodbury Lane. Make sure you go say it. Go say hi. Tell them the Purple Code sent you. Then we got Nautical Bowls in the building. Make sure y'all go to Nautical Bowls. The truth is this. I think Kirk Cousins is investing in one of these. He likes it. He's a fan of Nautical Bowls. So if you're a Kirk fan, go tap in with him. Eat what Kirk eats. Okay. Very healthy. You want to get on your healthy kick, man. You make sure you go there. All right. So we shout out to the sponsors, man, because they make this thing happen. But back to the subject at hand for a little while, man. How do we feel? This is what I want the chat to do, man, because I got to get y'all more involved now. I had Tyler on, so I really wasn't pinning comments and things like that. But y'all, it's time for y'all. It's y'all show now. This is what we're going to do. If we played the Dallas Cowboys, or let's put it like this. We know what teams are pretty much going to be in our cards for the most part right now. Let's just say, you got your teams in the NFC that we know are going to be in our cards one way or the other when the playoffs come. Who would y'all want to see, saying that we're the 2nd seed? We're going to be playing first round of the playoffs. Who are y'all wanting to match up with? Who do you think gives us the best chance to win? Or do you want to take on the challenge and run it back with the Dallas Cowboys? Drop what team y'all want to see in the chat, man. I'm gonna let it brew for a minute. I think it takes a couple seconds for y'all to drop. What team would you prefer the Vikings to play in the first round of the playoffs? We got the Seahawks. And this is in our cards. Seattle. There we go. This is in our cards. This is in our cards. Thank you. Seattle. Won't be Dallas. They won't be lowest seed. That's a fact because we are going to have to play what? The 7th, or is it 7? We're going to have to play the 6th seed, right? And we're going to have to play the 6th seed. So you're right about that. You're right about that. I was saying it seems like Dallas could be in our cards, but now that I think about it, he's Gary. Shout out Gary. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because I think, we play the 7th seed. That's right. We'll have to play the 7th seed being number 2. So if we're playing the 7th seed, you're right. Seattle. And then we got, let's see, damn Seattle. Yeah, Seahawks. Okay. We got Washington. Gary said Washington. Let's go. Washington. That would be, to me, I think Washington would be better for me out of Seattle. I don't know, man. Seattle just scares me a little bit. For one, because they can run the ball really good. And I just think that fucking Gino, man, has a dog. And that dude, I'm telling you, man, watch out for Geno Smith, man. Geno Smith deserves all of his flowers, bro. To be in the league as long as he's been in the league, everybody doubted this man, right? This man stuck around. Russell Wilson goes to the Denver Broncos, which they look like absolute shit, but still yet I do think Russell Wilson is a good quarterback. Their coach is horrible. That is not on Russell Wilson, man. They have a sorry-ass coach. That organization right now is in shambles, but that's neither here nor there. I think Geno Smith is scary, man. I think he's scary, man. It's like you think you're facing a backup, but he's going to be the guy that will molly-wop your ass if you play around. All right. That defense we run, the way he's slinging that ball out there, I'd much rather play Tyler Heineke. I think I would want to play Tyler Heineke. I ain't going to lie. Or Taylor Heineke, whatever. Yeah, Taylor. I always get Tyler or Taylor. I always call him the opposite. But yeah, I want to see. I'd rather see Washington. Let me just put it like that. I think Washington would beat them again, and they might be able to slide in there. I mean, the Giants. We got to see how we match up. We got to see how we match up with the Giants. But I mean, we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens with the Giants. I think the Giants can be that low seed like that, and I wouldn't mind facing them either, because Daniel Jones absolutely don't scare me, and I don't think they have the wide receivers to keep up. They get one injury at wideout and it's over with. Kind of like us. Could you imagine if Justin Jefferson went down? If Justin Jefferson went down, man, I got to knock on something. Let me knock on this wood. Let me knock on that wood, man, because we don't need that. Yeah, hey, yeah, Colton. I always call him fucking Tyler. I don't know why. I don't know why I always call him Tyler Arneke. I don't give a damn. He ain't my quarterback. I love my quarterback, man. Kirk O'Chains, man. You know, Kirk O'Chains, man. I love my quarterback. And they want to be like us so bad. Throwing the chains on them, man. I already talked about that, though. We ain't going to touch on that no more, man. But quit biting us, man. See, it's crazy. The media don't want to give us props, but every other team want to be like us. Quit trying to be like us, man. Be yourself, all right? We know we got the swag this year, man. Shout out Chris Boyd, man. Shout out Chris Boyd, man. You know, Chris Boyd, that dude starting trends, man. Chris Boyd, a trendsetter. Yep. Injuries are the key. Playoffs, for sure, changes everything. Yeah, you know, Jim. Hey, Jim. Look, I feel you, Jim. Hey, Jim, like, man, he is not trusting this defense. Jim, I absolutely feel where you're coming from, though, because at the end of the day, you're right. Ed Donatel, on top of the personnel, I guess, because Tyler had a good point. He said, you know, Ed Donatel he got the job, obviously, and we already had these guys on the team. So it's not like he picked his guys and put his defense together. I'm sure he had some kind of part in the drafting of Samoa and maybe drafting a Caleb Evans and things like that. We heard that Kwesi liked him, but, you know, I'm sure Ed Donatel had his hands in there a little bit, you know, trying to get some guys that he think would fit his scheme. But unfortunately, we're playing with the guys that were already part of the team for the most part. So, you know, I don't know, man. It's hard. You know what? Fuck that. I'm throwing it on him. I don't care. You know what? At the end of the day, I feel like I don't care what personnel you have out there. When you're playing 10 yards back, you're not playing defense, man. You're playing prevent defense. That's one thing with Mike Zimmer that I used to hate. We'll be up by 10 points or we'll be up by 7 points. We need one stop. Just one stop and the game's over. Just one stop, guys, and the game's over. And yet he will play the cornerbacks and safety. The safeties are playing 25 yards back. Why? You know, it just like teams can run 4 or 5 plays and get into field goal range. It just makes no sense to me, man. I feel like when you only have to make one stop, that's when you should buckle down the most. I mean, listen, if they're brave enough to run a fly route and throw it over the top, then shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If that happens, then it happens. You know? It is what it is, man. For real. I'm gonna bust your mouth off so you can't talk anymore. You funny as hell, Colton, man. Hey, Colton, you really want some smoke with me? You really want some smoke with me in it? That's all right, man. Here, I'm gonna pin this for you, man. You say you're gonna bust my mouth off so I can't talk anymore. You want some smoke with me, Colton, man? That's all right, man. I like smoke, man. I know you from Minneapolis, man. Don't worry. Don't worry, man. I coming up there soon, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, listen. I feel like if it's like that, then I feel like I'd rather take that chance. Like if they're brave enough, they ain't got no JJ on their team. Fuck it. Let them try to bomb it, man. Blitz. I want to be a defensive coordinator. Nah, but man, I appreciate everybody that tapped in with me tonight, man. Even Colton, man. Colton talking shit. I even appreciate him, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's not give up home runs. Just give up 10, 20-yard passes. Makes no sense. Yeah, for sure. For sure there. Yeah, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense to me, FJB. You know, like, I don't know, man. But it's crazy because all defenses run like that. A lot of teams run that same type of thing too. But I guess just us being a fan of the Vikings, we see it because we're watching our team. And I don't know, man. But because there's no way that it happened with Zimmer and it's happening now. It's like at some point something has to change, man. You know. Nah, Colton, I know you just tripping, man. I know you just tripping, bro. I'm playing too, bro. Like, you know, it's all love. You know, it's all love, my boy. I thought you lived in Minnesota, though. Damn. I did thought you lived in Minnesota. I got peoples in Alabama, though, man. I got people in Daphne. If you know about Daphne, Alabama, man, right there by Mobile. I got people down there. Word, man. But yeah, I appreciate y'all tapping in, man, for sure. Andy's mom said hi again. What's up, Andy's mom? We make sure we tell Andy's mom hi, man. Andy's mom better hope I don't catch her out in public, man. Andy's mom better hope I don't catch her out in public, man. I'm the MILF Slayer, man. Nah, I'm just tripping. My wife probably upstairs like, what the hell is this boy talking about down there? But nah, man, for sure. Hey, I appreciate y'all tapping in tonight, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I got like an hour. I'll be on my page tomorrow. I'm probably gonna go live tomorrow, man. I might even go live during the games tomorrow, man. I just want to do some fun shit on my page tomorrow. If y'all want to tap in, I'll put it up, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with the boy. I appreciate y'all tapping in tonight, though, man. Let's go Vikings, bro. We're 9-2. Talk your shit. Any team that try to talk y'all shit, man. We them, man. We really are. You feel me? So make sure y'all repping the squad, man. Rep the purple to the death. You feel me? Because we actually good this year, and I got confidence in our team. There's a couple things we need to fix, but we'll keep talking about these things as the season progresses. We're in the nitty-gritty now. Let's see how we handle the Jets, but let's root for the damn Packers tomorrow. Oh, as my heart as that fucking sounds. I know Tyler was like he don't care, but I still want to see the Eagles fall, man. Fuck it. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.